Welcome to Daily News in AI Agents, the place to get a quick roundup of the most exciting developments in AI agents every day. Subscribe to our LinkedIn newsletter today in the link below to stay activated. Hey there, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the world of AI agents.
Oh, good.
You handed us this pretty hefty stack of articles all about what's happening with AI, like just in the past day or so.
Oh, yeah.
And there are some really big developments, it seems like, so we better get right to it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I'm already seeing headlines here about OpenAI adding like live video chat to ChatGPT and
Wow.
Google launching this whole platform called Gemini 2.0.
Yeah.
It's a lot to keep up with.
It really is. It's moving so fast.
Yeah, it's like drinking from a fire hose.
I know, right? Every day it's something new.
So, I guess let's start with OpenAI.
Sure.
They just seem to be like everywhere these days.
They do.
What is the big news with them?
Well, one of the biggest things that everyone's talking about is that they've added live video and screen sharing to ChatGPT.
Really?
Yeah, to the advanced voice mode.
Oh, wow. I did see that headline.
Yeah.
So now you can like actually see the AI you're talking to
We can.
and share your screen with it?
Mhm.
That is wild.
It's pretty amazing.
Like that's a big step towards making those AI interactions more natural.
Yeah.
You could be really immersive too.
Oh, definitely.
Imagine like online education or
Oh, yeah.
like remote collaboration.
Yeah.
Even just like catching up with like friends and family.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
How long until we just can't tell the difference?
I know, right? It's a little freaky.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
But for now, I think we should focus on what it means for, like, the stuff we do every day.
Yeah.
Like the practical applications.
Okay, so what do you think some of those are going to be?
Well, imagine, like, if you could get real-time feedback from an AI tutor
Yeah.
while you're working on a problem.
Well, they'd be amazing.
Or if you could brainstorm ideas with an AI colleague on, like, a shared whiteboard.
Yeah, that would actually be really helpful.
I think so.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and this is just one example of what OpenAI is doing to, like, push the limits of AI agents.
It's incredible. They really are pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
Now, there's another story here about OpenAI, though.
Okay.
And it's about something called Santa mode for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's kind of a funny one.
Okay.
But basically, OpenAI has introduced this new feature
Okay.
where you can have a voice chat with a ChatGPT version of Santa Claus.
You're kidding, right?
Nope, it's real.
You've got to be kidding me. I have to try that.
Yeah, it's fun.
But like, why would they even do that?
Well, you know, it's a fun little seasonal thing,
Okay.
but it also shows us how AI is becoming more and more a part of our daily lives
Oh, I see what you mean.
in these unexpected ways.
Yeah.
It's not just for, like, being productive or, you know, solving really complicated problems anymore.
Right.
You can use AI for entertainment and to just enhance our regular experiences.
So we've got AI tutors, AI colleagues,
Right.
and now AI Santa Claus.
Exactly.
What's next? AI elves.
Who knows?
Well, let's not forget there's a ton of really serious research going on too.
That's true.
Alongside all this, you know, more lighthearted stuff.
Right.
And I've got a study here about OpenAI's O1 model
Okay.
and about its problem-solving abilities.
Interesting.
So O1, that's like one of their earlier language models, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What did this study find out?
Well, they found that O1 is really impressive in a lot of ways,
Okay.
but it relies heavily on trial and error learning
Really?
more than, like, pure logic. So it kind of tries out different approaches and learns from its mistakes.
So kind of like how humans learn.
Yeah, very similar.
That's kind of cool, actually.
It is pretty cool.
So it's more about learning through experience than by following like a set of rules.
Exactly.
But does that raise any questions about
yeah, of course.
the reliability of these AI systems?
Absolutely.
You wouldn't want like an AI performing brain surgery
Right.
and using trial and error, would you?
Absolutely not.
No.
So it is important to know the strengths and limitations of these different models and use them in the right situations.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got OpenAI making headlines with like the video chat and Santa Claus
Yeah.
and these research findings.
Mhm.
What about Google? What are they up to in this whole world of AI agents?
Well, Google just launched their new AI platform
Oh, yeah.
called Gemini 2.0,
I saw that headline.
and it's causing quite a stir.
Yeah, I bet Google does not mess around.
They really don't.
So what makes Gemini 2.0 so special?
Well, one of the biggest things is how versatile it is.
Yeah.
It's designed to work across all kinds of different platforms and modalities.
What does that mean?
So it can process and generate text, video, images, and potentially even more than that.
Wow, so it's not just a language model like ChatGPT.
It's not.
It can like understand and create all kinds of content.
Exactly.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it has huge implications for how we'll interact with AI in the future.
So like, what do you see happening?
Well, imagine a world where AI can work with all of our devices and services seamlessly.
Okay.
And it understands our preferences and anticipates our needs.
Across like all those different modalities, I can see why people are saying this is like a big leap forward.
Yeah,
This sounds like it could really change things.
it really could.
But is all this talk about AI taking over the world?
Right.
Is that a little overblown?
Well, that's a hot topic, a lot of debate about it.
Yeah.
Some experts are super cautious about the risks.
Yeah.
And others are much more optimistic about the good things AI can do.
Okay. So it's kind of like any powerful technology.
Yeah,
It can be used for good or bad.
exactly. It really depends on us.
So it's up to us as a society to decide how we want to develop it and how we want to use it,
I think so.
and to have conversations about the ethical
Oh,
implications.
so I need to talk about ethics.
That's really important to
Yeah.
make sure that it's used responsibly
exactly.
and safely.
Yeah, we need safeguards
Yeah, we do.
to make sure it's not misused.
Okay, so we've got OpenAI pushing the boundaries with, interactivity and stuff.
Mm.
And Google's making these big claims about this,
Right.
versatility of Gemini 2.0.
Yeah.
What about all the other players in the AI space?
Oh, yeah.
Are they just sitting on the sidelines?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
There are so many companies making really big contributions to AI agents.
Give me an example.
Well, for example, Anthropic, they're really becoming a strong competitor to OpenAI,
Oh, cool.
especially in AI coding.
I've heard of Anthropic. They're the ones who made that Claude AI model, right?
That's the one.
Yeah, okay.
And actually, their latest model, Claude 3.5 Sonnet,
Okay.
is apparently doing even better than OpenAI's models at some coding tasks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is impressive.
And that kind of competition is great
It is.
for the whole industry because it pushes everyone to do better.
Absolutely.
Because it's not just like a two-horse race between OpenAI and Google.
No, not at all.
Oh, good.
There are tons of different companies with different approaches, and
Yeah.
it's still early days
That's
for AI agents.
It is.
So we're going to see a lot more changes and advancement.
Probably even in our lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to even imagine what things are going to look like in a few years.
I know, right?
Okay, so we've got OpenAI, Google, Anthropic.
Mm-hmm.
What about Apple? Are they doing anything interesting in AI?
Apple's definitely not sitting this one out.
Okay, good.
They've been kind of quiet
Yeah, they have.
compared to some of the others.
Yeah.
But they are making some moves.
Okay.
Like, for instance, they're developing their own AI chip.
What?
Yeah, it's called Baltra.
An AI chip. What is that?
It's a special chip that can handle all the crazy, complicated math that AI needs.
Hmm.
It's a sign that they want to integrate AI into all their devices and services.
So it seems like everyone in tech is jumping on this AI bandwagon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Makes you wonder, is there anyone who's not trying to develop AI these days?
It's definitely a hot topic, and for good reason.
Yeah,
AI has so much potential to change our lives.
it really does.
But we have to remember, it's still a very new technology,
That's true.
and we're just starting to figure out what we can do with it.
That's a really good point because it's easy to get caught up in the hype,
It is.
but we have to be realistic
Yeah.
and think about both the good and the bad that can come from AI.
Absolutely. We need to be critical.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll keep doing as we dive deeper into these articles
I love it.
and explore all the different sides of AI agents.
Okay, so we've got a taste of what OpenAI and Google and some of the other big players are doing,
Mm-hmm.
but there is so much more to unpack here.
There is.
What else have you found in this stack of articles that you think is interesting?
Well, there's this really interesting story about a company called Crusoe.
Crusoe, like Robinson Crusoe?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And their approach to AI is just as unique as their name.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So Crusoe is building an AI cloud,
Okay.
but get this, they're powering it with excess energy from oil and gas operations.
Whoa, that's wild.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
So they're like killing two birds with one stone,
They are.
using energy that would otherwise be wasted to power these AI systems.
Exactly.
That is really smart.
It's pretty ingenious.
Yeah.
It just shows that developing AI isn't just about the algorithms and software.
Right.
It also takes a lot of hardware and energy.
It does all those servers and data centers.
Yeah.
They're humming away behind the scenes,
Exactly.
using a lot of power.
And as AI gets more popular, we have to think about how that's going to affect the environment.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Crusoe's approach is just one example of a creative solution to that problem.
It really makes you think about the bigger picture here.
It does.
We have all these companies racing to develop these new AI agents.
Yeah.
But are we even ready for the kind of impact this technology is going to have?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
And there are so many different opinions about it.
Yeah, there are.
Some people are really excited about how AI can help solve the world's biggest problems. And others are really worried about the potential risks.
I can see both sides.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a powerful tool.
Yeah.
And like any powerful tool,
It can be used for good,
it can.
or it could be used for bad.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's up to us to decide how we want to use it.
And to have those conversations
Yeah. Open and honest conversations.
about the ethics
For sure.
and to figure out what kinds of safeguards we need to put in place
Right.
to make sure that it's used responsibly.
Exactly.
Yeah, speaking of ethical implications,
Okay.
I have an article here from Microsoft Research
Oh, yeah.
about some of the potential downsides of using AI too much.
Interesting.
It kind of sounds counterintuitive. Right? You would think that having all these AI tools to help us would make things easier,
You would?
not harder.
Yeah.
But this study found that constantly using generative AI can actually be overwhelming for people. Really.
Yeah, cognitively overwhelming.
So instead of making things easier,
Right.
it's adding to our mental load.
Sometimes, yeah.
How does that even happen?
Well, think about how many decisions we make every single day.
Oh, yeah.
What to eat, what to wear, what to read, what to watch.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
And we're always trying to make the best decision.
Right.
So it can be exhausting.
And then you add AI to the mix,
Yeah.
which can generate endless options.
Yeah.
It can make it even harder.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's like having this assistant who keeps giving you suggestions
Yeah.
and options all the time.
I would get so sick of that.
You'd want to be like, just be quiet and let me think.
Exactly.
And that's one of the things this study found.
Yeah.
We have to be careful how much we depend on AI and make sure it's not taking over our decision making.
So it's about using AI to make us better,
Yes,
not to replace us.
exactly.
And that seems to be a common theme that keeps coming up.
It is.
As we look at all these different aspects of AI,
Mm-hmm.
it's not humans against machines. It's about humans and machines working together.
Exactly.
But I wonder, are we even ready for that?
Good
Do
question.
we have the skills and knowledge to work well alongside these AI agents?
That's another great question.
Yeah.
And it's something that people are thinking about a lot in
Yeah.
education and in government.
Yeah.
Our education system needs to change
Yeah.
to prepare students for a world where AI is everywhere.
Because it's not just about teaching them to code anymore. It's about teaching them how AI works
Yes,
and how to use it and how to think critically about it.
exactly. And this is not just for kids either.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Adults need to learn about it too.
Yeah, they do.
We need people who are informed,
Yeah.
who can be part of the conversation about how AI affects us.
Right.
So it's all about lifelong learning
Yeah.
and adapting to this world that's changing so quickly.
Absolutely.
And even though all this change can feel a little scary,
It is a little scary.
there are also some really exciting things happening.
Yeah, there are.
Like, look at Apple's stock prices.
Yeah.
They're at an all-time high.
They are.
Thanks to their AI work.
It seems like every time they announce something new with AI,
Right.
their stock price goes up.
It does.
It's a good indicator of how much potential AI has
Yeah.
from a business standpoint.
It is. Investors are putting a lot of money into AI.
Yeah, they are.
And it's not just about the stock market either.
Okay.
AI is creating whole new industries
Really?
and making billions of dollars.
Wow. It's like the gold rush of the 21st century.
Kind of is.
But instead of gold, it's AI.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it shows that AI is not just a technology.
Right.
It's a huge economic force.
It is.
It's creating jobs.
Mhm.
It's driving innovation.
Yeah.
And it's changing entire industries.
And we're just getting started.
It is a lot to take in.
It is.
We are living in a time of such rapid change.
I know.
It's pretty crazy.
It's remarkable.
But we're not just watching it happen.
Right.
We have the power to shape the future of AI
We do.
and make sure that it's used for good.
And that's why it's so important for all of us to learn about it,
Yeah, it is.
to talk about it,
Mhm.
and to speak up for responsible development
Absolutely.
and ethical use.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about these big companies like OpenAI and Google and Apple.
We have.
But what about some of those smaller companies and startups
Yeah.
who are working on AI agents.
Right.
What else is in this stack of articles that's interesting?
Well, there's this really interesting story about a company called Character.ai.
Character.ai. Okay.
Yeah, and they're doing something really different.
Mhm.
They're creating AI agents that are more character-driven.
What does that even mean?
Well, you know how most AI agents are designed to be helpful and efficient
Yeah.
and kind of neutral in their personality?
Yeah, they don't really have much of a personality.
Exactly, and Character AI is changing that.
How so?
They're making AI agents that are designed to be engaging and entertaining,
Oh.
and even a little quirky.
Oh, that's cool.
So instead of asking an AI assistant to schedule your appointments or give you directions,
Right.
you could have a conversation with Sherlock Holmes.
See.
Or chat with a virtual Oprah.
That sounds like a lot more fun
I know, right?
than talking to a regular AI assistant.
It is.
So they've made a whole bunch of these character-based AI agents.
They have.
Is it all like historical figures and fictional characters?
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
From famous people to fictional characters to just interesting people.
I have to admit, I'm really intrigued by this.
I know, it's cool.
But what's the point? Is it just for fun?
Well, it's definitely fun,
Okay.
but they think it's more than that.
Okay.
They think these character-driven agents can help people understand different perspectives
Wow.
and learn new things and even have better conversations.
That's really interesting.
It's like role-playing, but with AI.
Yeah, I can see that.
You can step into someone else's shoes and see the world through their eyes.
Mm-hmm. I like that it's not just about learning facts.
No.
It's about understanding other people
Yeah. And developing empathy.
and maybe even just having a good time.
Exactly.
I got to go have a chat with an AI unicorn.
Do it.
But before I do, I'm really curious about your thoughts on the future of all this.
Okay.
I mean, we've seen so many advancements just in the last day.
It's incredible.
Where do you see this technology going in the next few years?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
It's hard to say for sure,
Yeah.
but I think we can expect AI agents to become even more a part of our lives.
Okay.
More personal, more intuitive,
Okay.
and better at knowing what we need.
So like my AI agent will know I need coffee before I even realize it myself.
Uh-huh. Maybe.
Oh, maybe not that.
But think about it.
Okay.
Imagine AI agents managing your entire digital life.
Okay.
Filtering information, scheduling appointments,
Mhm.
handling your finances,
Wow.
all while learning and adapting to your habits.
That is incredible.
It is.
But also a little terrifying.
Yeah.
Will we even need to think for ourselves anymore?
That brings us back to the ethical questions.
Right.
We have to design these AI agents in a way that empowers us,
Yes.
not takes away our control.
Yeah, we need to stay in charge.
Exactly.
What about jobs?
Yeah.
A lot of people are worried that AI will take over all the jobs.
Right. And the job market will definitely change.
Yeah.
Some jobs will be automated,
Right.
but new jobs will be created too.
Like what?
Well, think about people who train AI,
Yeah.
people who specialize in AI ethics,
Okay.
even AI therapists.
Wow.
Those are just a few examples.
So it's not just about losing jobs.
Right.
It's about new jobs being created.
Exactly. And
Huh.
being able to adapt to those new jobs.
Yeah.
And who knows, the best jobs of the future might not even exist yet.
That is wild.
It is a really exciting time.
It is.
Okay, so if there's one thing that people should take away from all this about AI agents, what would it be?
That's a good question.
It's tough to choose just one.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing is to be an active participant in shaping the future of AI.
I love that.
This technology is so powerful,
It is.
but we're not just along for the ride.
Right.
We can make choices about how we develop it and how we use it.
Absolutely.
So stay informed,
Yeah.
ask questions, and be part of the conversation about how we want AI to change the world.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks.
That was amazing.
Glad you liked it.
What an incredible exploration of AI agents.
It is a fascinating topic.
And to everyone listening out there, what are your thoughts? What about AI agents most interesting to you?
Yeah, let us know.
Hit us up on social media.
We want to hear from you.
Let us know.
Okay, until next time.
See.
And it's a really clever way to tackle two problems at once.
Okay.
The growing need for AI infrastructure
Yeah.
and the push for sustainable energy.
So it's like they're killing two birds with one stone. Using energy that would have gone to waste anyway to power these AI systems,
That's the idea.
that is a really smart approach.
It really is.
And it shows how developing AI isn't just about,
Right.
the algorithms and the software side of things.
Hmm.
It also needs a lot of hardware and energy.
It does, a lot of resources.
All those servers and data centers running all the time.
Exactly.
Using up a ton of power.
Yeah. And as AI becomes even more widespread,
Right.
we need to think about the environmental impact.
That's a really good point.
And Crusoe's approach is one way to address that.
Yeah, it's pretty ingenious.
It is.
Really makes you think about the bigger picture.
It does.
I mean, we have all these companies racing to develop AI agents. But are we even ready for how this is going to change things?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
There are so many opinions about that.
Yeah.
Some people are really excited about how AI could solve some of the world's biggest problems.
Yeah, I can see that.
And others are really worried about the risks.
I can see that side too.
Yeah.
It's like any powerful tool, right?
Yeah.
It can be used for good or for bad.
Absolutely.
It depends on us.
It all comes back to us.
So we need to be having these conversations,
Okay.
open and honest conversations
For sure.
about the ethics
Yeah.
and about the safeguards that we need.
To make sure it's used responsibly.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Speaking of ethical implications,
Okay.
I've got an article here from Microsoft Research,
Oh, interesting.
and it talks about some of the possible downsides of using AI too much, which is kind of strange when you think about it.
It is a little counterintuitive.
You would think having all these tools to help us would make things easier,
Yeah, you would think that.
not harder.
Yeah.
But they found that using generative AI all the time can actually be pretty overwhelming.
Yeah. I can see that.
Really?
Cognitively overwhelming.
So instead of making our lives easier,
Right.
it's adding to our mental load.
Yeah, it can.
I don't get it.
Well, think about all the decisions we make every day.
Okay.
What to eat, what to wear, what to read, what to watch.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It is.
And it can be exhausting trying to always make the best decision.
Right.
So then you add AI to that,
Yeah.
which can generate endless options and suggestions.
Exactly.
And that makes it even harder to choose.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's like having this assistant who just keeps giving you more and more options.
Yeah, and at some point you just want them to stop.
You just want to think for yourself.
Exactly.
And that's something this study highlights.
Yeah.
We have to be aware of how much we're relying on AI
Yeah.
and make sure we're not letting it take over all our decision making.
So it's not about replacing us.
No.
It's about AI helping us to be better.
That's the goal.
And that seems like a pretty consistent theme here.
It does.
This idea that it's not about us versus the machines.
Mm-hmm.
It's about finding ways to work together.
That's right. Finding that balance.
But are we even ready for that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Do we have what it takes to work alongside these AI agents?
That's a really important question.
I mean, do we have the skills?
And the knowledge, yeah.
Yeah,
It's something a lot of people are thinking about,
I bet.
especially in education and in policy.
Yeah, because our education system have to change
It does.
to prepare students for a world where AI is everywhere.
Yeah.
It can't just be about teaching them to code anymore.
Exactly.
It's about understanding how it works,
Yeah.
how to use it responsibly.
And how to think critically about it.
And this isn't just for young people either.
No, it's for everyone.
Adults need to be learning about this too.
We do.
We need informed citizens who can understand this stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's all about lifelong learning
It is.
and adapting to this crazy world that's changing so fast.
It's true.
It can be a little scary,
It can.
but there's also a lot of really exciting stuff happening.
There is.
Look at Apple, for example.
Yeah,
Their stock prices are at an all-time high.
they are.
Because of their work in AI,
It's amazing.
it seems like every time they announce something new with AI,
Yeah.
their stock price just shoots up.
It's a clear sign of how much potential AI has.
It is.
Investors are betting big on it.
Yeah, they are.
And it's not just about the stock market either.
Yeah, what else is happening?
AI is creating entirely new industries
Crazy.
and generating billions and billions of dollars.
That's incredible.
It's like the gold rush of the 21st century.
But with AI instead of gold.
Exactly.
And it shows that AI is not just a technology.
It's not.
It's a massive economic force.
It is shaping the world.
It's creating jobs, driving innovation,
Mhm.
changing entire industries.
And we're just at the beginning.
It really is a lot to process.
It is.
We're living through such a crazy time of change.
I know. It's incredible to witness.
But the good news is we're not just watching it happen.
Right.
We have the power to influence how AI develops
We do.
and to make sure it's used for good.
That's why it's so important for all of us to be informed,
It is.
to talk about these issues,
Yeah.
to advocate for responsible development and ethical use.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about these big players like OpenAI and Google and Apple.
We have.
But what about some of the smaller companies and startups
Yeah.
who are doing cool things with AI?
Yeah.
What else did you find in these articles?
Well, There's this really interesting story about a company called Character.ai. Well, there's this really interesting story about a company called Character.ai.
Character.ai.
Yeah, and they're doing something really different.
Okay.
They're creating AI agents that are more character-driven.
What does that even mean?
Well, you know how most AI agents are designed to be helpful and efficient and kind of neutral in their personality?
Yeah, they don't really have much of a personality.
Exactly, and Character.ai is changing that.
How so?
They're making AI agents that are designed to be engaging and entertaining,
Okay.
and even a little quirky.
Oh, that's cool.
So instead of asking an AI assistant to schedule your appointments or give you directions, you could have a conversation with Sherlock Holmes.
Really?
Or chat with a virtual Oprah.
That sounds like a lot more fun
I know.
than talking to a regular AI assistant.
It is.
So they've made a whole bunch of these character-based AI agents?
They have.
Is it all like historical figures and fictional characters?
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff.
Right.
From famous people to fictional characters to just interesting people.
I have to admit, I'm really intrigued by this.
I know, it's cool.
What was the point? Is it just for fun?
Well, it's definitely fun.
Okay.
But they think it's more than that.
Okay.
They think these character-driven agents can help people understand different perspectives
Well,
and learn new things and even have better conversations.
that's really interesting.
It's like role-playing, but with AI.
Yeah, I can see that.
You can step into someone else's shoes and see the world through their eyes.
I like that it's not just about learning facts.
It's about understanding other people.
Yeah, and developing empathy.
And maybe even just having a good time.
Exactly.
I gotta go have a chat with an AI unicorn.
Do it.
But before I do, I'm really curious about your thoughts on the future of all this.
Okay.
I mean, we've seen so many advancements just in the last day.
It's incredible.
Where do you see this technology going in the next few years?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
It's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
But I think we can expect AI agents to become even more part of our lives.
Okay.
More personal, more intuitive,
Okay.
and better at knowing what we need.
So, like, my AI agent will know I need coffee before I even realize it myself.
Uh-huh. Maybe?
Well, maybe not that.
But think about it.
Okay.
Imagine AI agents managing your entire digital life,
Okay.
filtering information, scheduling appointments, handling your finances,
Wow.
all while learning and adapting to your habits.
That is incredible.
It is.
But also little terrifying.
Yeah. Will we even need to think for ourselves anymore?
That brings us back to the ethical questions.
Right.
We have to design these AI agents in a way that empowers us,
Yes.
not takes away our control.
Yeah, we need to stay in charge.
Exactly.
What about jobs?
Yeah.
A lot of people are worried that AI will take over all the jobs.
Right. And the job market will definitely change.
Yeah.
Some jobs will be automated,
Right.
but new jobs will be created too.
Like what?
Well, think about people who train AI.
Yeah.
People who specialize in AI ethics,
Okay.
even AI therapists.
Wow.
Those are just a few examples.
So it's not just about losing jobs, it's
Yeah.
about new jobs being created.
Exactly.
Right.
And being able to adapt to those new jobs.
Yeah.
And who knows, the best jobs of the future
Right.
might not even exist yet.
That is wild.
It is a really exciting time.
It is.
Okay, so if there's one thing that people should take away from all this about AI agents, what would it be?
That's a good question.
It's tough to choose just one.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing is to be an active participant in shaping the future of AI.
I love that.
This technology is so powerful.
It is.
But we're not just along for the ride.
Right.
We can make choices about how we develop it and how we use it.
Absolutely.
So stay informed,
Yeah.
ask questions, and be part of the conversation about how we want AI to change the world.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks.
That was amazing.
I'm
Seriously.
glad you enjoyed it.
What an incredible deep dive into the world of AI agents.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing.
It is. And to everyone listening out there, we want to know what you think.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
What is you most intrigued about all this?
Hit us up on social media and tell us.
We'd love to hear from you.
See you next time.
Until then, keep diving deeper.